Guys, welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. It's finished at Anfield. Liverpool 3, Newcastle United 1. Newcastle took the lead. Chris, were you a bit nervous after Willem's wonder strike?
I was, mate. I'd spoken to you. I don't really watch a lot of Newcastle. I said to you, I think that I watch 180 minutes of Newcastle guaranteed every season. And you'd said to me that your fullbacks and your wingbacks were a bit of a worry and stuff. And then that guy's on the ball, and I'm like, all right, this will be sound then, no problem. Bang, ooh. How badly can I swear here?
You can go whenever you want.
It was a fucking thunder cunt of a shot. He just blammed it into the top bin, and you're like... And then after that, that was about 7 minutes in, wasn't it? After about 9 minutes, you've got to throw it and you're taking your time, and I'm thinking, fuck, this is going to be a long afternoon here. Newcastle are holding out already. And then it looked like it for me that Liverpool, and Newcastle started really well, but Liverpool looked like they'd come out of the international break and didn't really know what was happening. And Newcastle, they had that 5 at the back, and they had the 4 in front, and a really, really deep strike. And we just found it really hard to break it down. I was looking at it and I thought Liverpool were passing maybe a little bit slow. But to be honest, even if we'd have passed a little bit crisper, I don't think we'd have broken you down at times. It took us a little while to get into the game and really understand how you were defending and how we can maybe make the best of it. Because it seemed to me like that, Trent and Andy Robbo, they were getting space on the wings, but the balls were getting whipped into the middle. And it was like Salah or Mane and Lascelles and the other centre-half were just eating that up every single time. And it wasn't until really Divock went a little bit central for 5 minutes, started putting his foot on the ball and then looking for a player running in, like a little 1-2 or something. We started to get a little bit of joy. Obviously we get a great goal from Sadio Mane. He passes the ball into the top bin, very great, another great finish actually, just like yours, to be fair. And then the injury for Origi, I think, really didn't help you. I think obviously we were going to bring Bobby Firmino on in that position, but you got to look at it and think, well, I think we'd have struggled for a little while longer then. But you put Bobby in the middle, and then all of a sudden that little quick pass between Salah and Bobby, and then the 1-2, or Mane and Bobby and the 1-2, it just started to wear and tear on you guys. And through ball, keeper made a bit of a mistake. Sadio Mane's there to knock it in. We didn't really look back after that. We just took our time on the ball. There was that one opportunity where your right back had one from about 7 yards. He should have scored.
What are you thinking at that point, Chris? Because at 2-1, Kraft has that chance. If it's a Shelby, maybe it goes in the back of the net. But if we make it 2-2, do you think, back to square one almost, we've got to break them down again?
Yeah, I think it does dent the confidence a little bit. But we've just won our 14th Premier League game on the bounce. It's a club record for us. It was a club record last time at number 13. It's a hell of an amount of victories, and you don't get to 14 victories by just faltering under the pressure. I think that's what this Liverpool side are unbelievable. Look, Manchester City are unbelievable, but they do it in a different way to Liverpool. Liverpool seems to be able to roll with the punches a little bit more, and we need to play long ball if we want to play long ball and stuff like that. I think we'd have just carried on getting better throughout the game, and the introduction of Bobby changed things. Mo Salah wanted the goal, gets one with good interplay from Bobby, and at 3-1, I wasn't worried then, to be honest with you. It was just more about seeing the game out.
It's obviously probably the first and maybe the last you'll see of Newcastle this season. Do you think we've got enough to stay up under Steve Bruce?
I must admit I do. I think if you can defend that resolutely against other sides, then you're going to be able to get goals on the counter-attack. You're going to be able to get points, be that a single point or a win. But, it's difficult to judge a team based on a performance when they essentially just sat back for 80 minutes of the game. But, you defended really well. It's can you take control of the game? And I don't know enough about you. I mean, you answer me. How are you when the ball's at your feet? Are you at a good side when you've got the ball?
Believe it or not, if you give Shaw space, you give Shelby space, Longstaff, who was injured, if you give them time on the ball, they can do a little bit. And like I said to you, Chris, before, I think we'll just have enough. But it's going to be a tough season for Newcastle. But in terms of yourselves, finally, Chris, Liverpool, 5 points clear at the top at the minute, before Manchester City play.
Well, it's 3:05 now when we're recording, so City will probably be 1 or 2 up. If normally that's what happens.
That's 5 kick-off, man. So you got to cut more hours.
2.5 hours to bathe and being 5 points clear. Magic.
Do you think you'll do it? I know you said Man City are probably just going to have too much, but do you think the fact that you're winning, it's your 14th win on the trot? Sheffield United and I think it's Chelsea's your next 2 Premier League games. If you get 2 more wins there, Man City potentially could drop points.
Yeah, they could do. It's too early to tell really. I think Liverpool, we've got Napoli away first of all, midweek, Tuesday, so that's going to be a tough game. We got beaten there last season. We've then got Chelsea away, another tough game. We've then got MK Dons away, where we're probably going to make changes. And then we're away for a fourth game on the bounce in Sheffield United. And they've been good since they've come up. So I think if we get through those 4 games unscathed, I think that's a really tough part of the season done for us. Because I think then it's Leicester at home, and then we're probably looking at the next international break or something more. Including today's game, I think it was 7 games in 21 or 22 days. So it's a tough little run for us. So we needed the 3 points. The Divock Origi injury is going to be a little bit tough for us to take. But if it was one of our 4 strikers that was picking up an injury, as bad as it sounds, I'm kind of glad it was Origi and not one of the others. I realised that I've got splinters in my arse from sitting on the fence on your question, by the way. And I'm going to say that Liverpool can win the league, but everything needs to go right. If we get an injury to a big player, I don't think we win the league, unfortunately.
Liverpool can win the league, that's what Chris is saying. Subscribe to the Redmen TV and subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV. Get your comments below. Can Liverpool pip Manchester City to the title, the first in 30 years almost? Like and subscribe to Newcastle Fans TV, and we'll see you at the next video.